Hi everybody, it's Beatle Dave, your friendly neighbourhood record collector, calling to you from Derby in the UK once again. The record that we're going to be looking at today is one of those wonderful occasions where you're looking on the internet and you see something and it's at a really, really good price. And you think, wow, I'm going to bid on it. And on this occasion I did win it. This record is actually quite rare in the UK. Basically because when it was released in 1992, most people bought CDs and not records or vinyl. So it only ever sold on LP in a limited number. When this record usually does come up on Discogs or eBay, it's usually £100 plus. I didn't pay anywhere near that. It's one of these albums that I did have in my original collection years ago, but like I said before, I did have to sell my original collection, and it's one I've always been looking for since. You can get it on CD fairly easy, but to get it on LP, like I say, you'll be paying a minimum usually of £100. I will apologise because it is not a Beatles record, but it is still of interest to anybody that collects records or is in the VC, because like I say, these don't come up very often. I'm quite surprised I got it for what I paid for it, to be honest. And bearing in mind it's a double LP as well. And it's Kiss This by the Sex Pistols, double LP. When this came out, like I say, most people weren't buying vinyl or records. They were buying the new fangled CDs at the time. So on LP record, this wasn't a great seller. It sold more on the CD. You don't really get anything new on it. It's basically Never Mind the Bollocks with some B-sides on it and My Way and Silly Thing tucked on at the end. But very, very hard to get on record. And this is actually in really, really nice condition. So that's the track listing on the back. Excuse me. Gatefold sleeve. So you get all the information about the songs on this side here, and then there's like a collage of pictures of the Pistols there. So at the time this was sort of like the best of the Sex Pistols. I think that's the easiest way of describing it, the best of the Sex Pistols. So like I say, it's two record set. Side one kicks off with Anarchy in the UK, God Save the Queen, Pretty Vacant, Holidays in the Sun, and I Want to Be Me. Now, I Want to Be Me was the original B-side of Anarchy in the UK. Side 2 is Did You Know Wrong, No Fun, Satellite, Don't Give Me No Lip, Child, and I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. Record 2, side 1 is Bodies, No Feelings, Liar, Problems, and 17. And then the final side is Submission, New York, EMI, My Way, and Silly Thing. Now, when I bought this, bear in mind this has only just come today. It's come this morning from the postman. It only took a few days to get here, so it hasn't took very long to get here, in all honesty. And the reason I got this at such a good price was because at the bottom it all come undone. So I've glued it, and then I thought I'd show you what it's like. I know I've got a bargain. I really do know that I've got a bargain. This is the original inner sleeves, and they are poly-lined on the inside. They are poly-lined. I don't know if you're going to be able to see these labels. That's side 1, or side A as it says on here. Side B. I haven't cleaned it. I haven't even played it yet. I was that excited about getting this. Like I say, it's one that I've been after for years and years and years. I do apologise that it's not a Beatles record, but like I say, if you're into collecting records, or you're part of the VC, or you like your punk, or you just like record collecting in general, it is still of interest and a very, very hard record to come by. So that is side 3, or side C as it says on here. And then that is the final side. Cracking record. As I've said, if you do ever see these up for sale on Discogs or eBay, they usually go for £100 plus, if not more. I was lucky. I think he'd got this down at £60. I'm sure that's what I'd got it down as, £60. Yeah, he got it down for £60 or nearest offer, so I offered him 30 and he took it. £30 for a record that's worth over 100, so I haven't done bad ever. For those of you that are new to the channel or just come across this little channel, I am Beatle Dave, but in a previous life I was Punk Rocker Dave, or Dave the Punk Rocker. I had, you know, punk and people like the Sex Pistols is how I originally got into collecting records or vinyl. So like I say, I will apologise because it's not a Beatles related album, but technically it is, because I think by this time I think Virgin was owned by EMI, and of course the Beatles recorded for EMI. That's my get out clause, but I'm probably wrong on that as well. And of course Anarchy in the UK was originally released on EMI Records. Again, quite hard to get in the UK now. So yeah, brilliant song, brilliant album. Very, very pleased that I've got it in my collection at long last. Nothing new as such on it. There's no like new songs or anything on it. You know, but it is basically the best of the Sex Pistols in one LP. Yes, they have done subsequent best ofs, and I think they try and do one about every 2 or 3 years now, but this was like, apart from Flogging a Dead Horse, this was like the first proper best of the Sex Pistols in the UK anyway. Well worth having, well worth checking it out. One, if you ever see why crate digging and you can get it for around the 30, 40, maybe even £50 mark, it is worth getting it, even if you wanted to flip it, because you're virtually guaranteed to sell this for £100 or round about that. Not that I'm selling it, it's took me long enough to find it, so this is one I will be keeping. As always, thank you. Excuse me, thank you to everybody that is subscribing. The subscriptions are going up, so thank you guys. You know, let's make this little channel a little bit bigger. As I've said before, I have got plans for this channel, but for some of those plans to take place, I've got to have a few more people like you out there subscribing. Also, don't forget, even if you subscribe, like the video, that all helps with the algorithms for YouTube and things like that. I need to get, or I'm hoping to get around 1,000 subscribers. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, which I think we can do in all honesty, I know it's going to take time because I'm only a small channel compared to some people, but if we get to 1,000 subscribers and I can invest in a decent camera and a GoPro or ProGo or whatever you call, and then when I'm going to record fairs and stuff, I can record them and things like that. You know, I just want something that I can rely on. At the minute, this is on my camera. Now, the past couple I've had to make on my laptop, which isn't the best laptop in the world, but yesterday I tried to do one on this and it froze up. It did it all, froze up, and then it switched itself off and it wiped the video. So hopefully this one won't be wiped. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, thank you to everybody that's subscribing and supporting my channel. Without you, there wouldn't be a channel, and you are the Beatle Dave, or you lot out there. So you are part of this channel. You know, we're like one big happy family. And occasionally we do specials on other artists as well. So it's not exclusively Beatles stuff. 99% of the time it is the Beatles, but we do specials, and because this is quite a rare album, I thought it was only fair to share it with people out there. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Even if you don't like the Sex Pistols, it's still a rare album. So until the next time, please stay safe, and whatever you do, remember, cherish your records, clean your records, but above all, play them, because that's what we buy them for. Whether you're a collector or just a casual fan or whatever, you're buying your records to play, aren't you? So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you all peace, love and happiness, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Ta-ra, my ducks.